In today's college basketball pick video play for March 16, 2019, going to be talking about this AAC matchup between the Memphis Tigers and the Houston Cougars and give our lean on where we see the better value against the spread. Houston coming in as moderate favorites, giving about 7.5 points. If you're interested in getting all of our college basketball picks for today, including our daily free play, which is going to be a free pick in the Florida versus Auburn matchup, you can check out all of those over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. So, given the fact that the AAC tournament is being held in the FedEx Forum in Memphis, a big advantage here to the Tigers, who are trying to continue on with the hot streak that we've seen from them in recent weeks as they're trying to win that automatic bid by taking the AAC conference tournament title, which is clearly easier said than done. But Memphis, they got past a tough hurdle in their last outing, taking down UCF by a final of 79-55, showing you the kind of difference maker it can be playing with a lot of crowd support behind your effort in these, what are supposed to be anyways, neutral site tournament games. So the Tigers, they have that going for themselves here, coming in as 7.5-point favorites against a Houston team that during the regular season, the Memphis Tigers went on to have somewhat of a semi-competitive matchup against the Cougars on the road, but this was way back in the early portion of AAC play where these two teams were in different spots at that point in time, but the Tigers still losing that one at the end of the day by a final of 77-90, but that was a true road setting here. So now the Tigers will have that flipped a little bit more so into their favor for this rematch, and again, it's been a really long time since these two teams have gone against each other, and we like what the Tigers have been showing in terms of their progress and improvement over the past month or so of action. In Memphis, they're a dangerous team. They play with tempo. They're one of the better offensive teams within the AAC, averaging 81.4 points per game, but then, of course, defensively, one of the lower tier teams within this conference, giving up nearly 76 points per game. So they're taking on the Houston Cougars, who have clearly been the best team within the American this year at 30-2 overall, 16-2 within league play, and we definitely undervalued the Cougars in their last outing as they just absolutely dominated UConn, taking down the Huskies by a final of 84-45. This was a really nice showing from the Cougars, given the fact that UConn, they know that they were going to have to win the AAC tournament to get into the NCAA tournament, so it was a do-or-die situation for them, and they definitely died as they went on to lose that one by a final of by a margin of 39 points. Now, the Cougars, it seems like ever since they lost that home matchup against UCF a couple of weeks ago, that one by a final of 64-69, they have been consistently stepping up their play, taking down SMU as well as Cincinnati on the road, and then that blowout victory over UConn. And this is a team that has strengths on both sides of the ball. They're averaging around 76 points per game, but giving up just around 62. So it's been a tremendous regular season campaign for the Cougars. And a lot of people forget that Houston, in the NCAA tournament last year, they had a really unfortunate miracle buzzer beater by Michigan, which put them out of the NCAA tournament. And if they would have just gone on and held on to win that one, who knows? This team could have made it all the way to the Final Four or even the finals, given the path that the Michigan Wolverines went against. Definitely a path that the Cougars could have potentially found quite a bit of success, but that's revisionist history. It didn't go down that way, and Houston, it's been a catalyst for them to have a ton of success this year. But coming into this one, we actually expect it to be a fairly competitive test here, given Memphis's advantage playing at the FedEx Forum. Memphis looking really good yesterday against another strong defensive opponent in the UCF Knights. We like them to carry over that positive momentum into this one. So we see this one as Memphis getting the 7.5 points as the better value bet. If you agree, give the video a thumbs up. Disagree, give it a thumbs down. You can check out all of our college basketball picks over at stumpthespread.com, which is linked down in the video description. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we hope to see you guys back here for our next video.